Hey there! In today's video, we will look into focusing on your goals and also the lack of your focus. Meaning, maybe you do have quite a few goals in place. Yet, what you're doing is not really what helps to reach your goal, right? Maybe you're scrolling through social media or you're doing something else, but actually it's not really helping you to feel better, to get to your goal, to somehow get closer to what you're looking for, right? Let's have a look into today's topic. And with this said, my name is Patricia. I'm a life coach, and yeah, I help you to find the blind spots that are hindering you to up-level your life. And if you're new on this channel, then I'm so happy to have you. Consider to subscribe. If you like this video, also give it a thumbs up. And with this, I would say we start right away into today's topic. Now, this video is really about to gain your focus back, okay? Generally speaking, what we are doing throughout the day and what I've noticed with many people is that they kind of get somehow a little bit maybe bored or maybe overstimulated with other things that are not really close to your goals at all. So I believe that the first thing is to really understand what is your goal, right? So if you have a path that you really want to take, if you want to do that, and it doesn't really matter what goal that is. That could be losing weight, that could be eating more healthy, that could be having another lifestyle, that could be changing your career, that could be preparing for, I don't know, some kind of meeting, whatever it is, right? Whatever it is. So when you have that goal, you gotta understand your why. You gotta understand why you wanna go there. You gotta understand what is it that makes this goal your priority. Why is this your priority, right? What is it essentially that makes you want to go there, makes you want to experience that, right? It needs to be a strong why. Something like, I will be more happy if I have accomplished this or this, or if I have experienced this and this. And because of that, I may be able to do this, this, and this, or long-term wise, short-term wise, whatsoever, right? Make the picture big. Start to understand what is it that makes this goal really like something that you want to accomplish. And that goal should be something that you can hold on to for a while, right? Your why should be strong enough to not say, if I have it tomorrow or not, doesn't really matter, right? So it needs a little bit of your thinking, right? So think this through and start to realize what it is that really makes you want to go there. So that's number one. Number two, okay, you have said this, you have written it down, right? And you know how this is going to look like. What I haven't asked you is how you get there. And I also haven't asked you to already write down what you have done so far to get there, okay? So the next kind of thing I would ask you to look at, especially if you had this kind of goal already set for a while, I want you to ask how your day is structured. What are you doing currently during your work days or during the time you're free? Actually, pretty much the whole day long. What are you doing? And what are you thinking? And how do you act? Like, what is it that brings you from your current state closer to your goals, right? Maybe you have already done something, But this one brings actually the awareness of why you are at the place you are at this current moment. It's very important because at one point when you start to reach your goal, you want to see why you actually shifted your life. Like, what was it that changed your perspective, right? What is it that brought this kind of new aha moment? And so it helps to see what is the present moment, right? How does that look like? How do I stand in life at this current moment, right? And then after that, you can see the gap from the here and then what is it that you want to reach, right? And so in the next step, you're going to look at what it is that you lack focus to actually do that. Most often, the reason why we lack focus is because the goal and the why isn't really strong enough. It doesn't make you want to really do it. You see, usually when we have a goal, there are sacrifices. I mean, there are so many sacrifices you have to be willing to go through when you are creating your own company, right? I mean, I can see that. There is a lot of sacrifice. Are you willing to go through that? Are you willing to really go all in, right? And so if you're already saying up front, maybe not, yeah, I don't know. You see, then you may want to create a new goal, something that is a little bit more in the direction of this is really, 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 really what I want to achieve, right? What I want to experience. Because if your why isn't strong enough over the time frame that you actually can reach that goal, it gets really tricky, right? And sometimes your why also changes a little bit. It can be quite flexible too, right? So imagine that you have now a clear understanding of why you are at the place you are, and you start to see, oh, the way how I use my time is actually a little bit fishy, right? I mean, I'm not really using it to my best interest, right? I'm not really using my time well. And maybe you start to see also now that you have to restructure the way how you use your time, right? You have to understand, okay, this is actually not really helpful for me, right? This is not something that I can ever reach my goal. So I have to readjust, right? I have to adjust. And when you are adjusting, you start to look at the slots that you have open to actually really do something that helps you to get there, right? To start getting there, right? Instead of scrolling through social media, instead of doing this or that, that it's not really adding anything to your life, but you kind of feel like bored and maybe you're just doing something because that's the way how you always did and you just kind of got used to it, right? Look at it and start to make a change. Start to make a change that actually helps you to get closer to reach that goal. Now, this is, I would say this is very mind-driven, but also very action-driven. And the main purpose why you're doing it is because of the heart, right? You gotta understand why you're doing certain things. Why are you, for example, scrolling all the time or all day long through social media? What is it that you want to avoid, maybe, right? Are you trying to avoid something? Check what is going on. And with this said, Let me know in the comment section. I'm curious to hear what was the last goal that you have accomplished and how did you reach that goal? I'm curious to hear from you, and with this said, thanks so much, and I see you another time. Bye bye.